right. So, get this all situated here. So today we are going to do the Batman Prince Nymph. It's apparently you can't find it in shops. That's what I've been told. So I'm gonna show you how to tie it. It's my kind of go-to attractor mayfly nymph for general mayfly hatches. I'm using it right now because we have March Browns. We're gonna tie it in a size 14, and I'm using a 1560 Daiichi wet fly hook. And then I'm gonna use a small bead, and you can pick whatever kind of bead you like. I like silver and dark colored beads for this nymph, but you can do them with whatever color you like. The matte black ones are really neat. There's lots of different types of beads out there, so I'm just using little Cyclops beads today because that's what I've got left over. So get your bead on there, and I think that's a 5/32. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly what size that is. So, but match it to the hook size. And then I'm using 6/0 purple thread. Yep. All right. So we're gonna lay our thread base down. And you're going to work that thread all the way to the back of the hook shank here, and then you're going to build up a little butt. And I'm just doing a couple of little cross wraps here right in the back, and so that you're building up a little bit of a butt to the fly. And what that does is it helps split the tail feathers. And you're going to use goose biots, and I'm using traditional color in with the red, but you can tie the tail whatever color you like. You can make it all dark and black if you'd like. I just like to tie this with the traditional tail because it kind of pops a little bit because the fly is fairly dark. So a little bright red tail out the butt isn't so bad. All right. And I'm going to put those in place. A couple of easy thread wraps, and I got that little thread butt on the fly in the butt end here. So all I got to do is just kind of pull the feathers into place, and they'll split for me, just like that. There we go. And then I'm going to cinch those down, work the thread back to make sure that they don't shift on me, like that. And then this popped up a little bit. There we go. Then work the thread forward, cinch those down, cut the tag ends off. Right. And then what you're gonna need is some hollow tinsel or some like mylar tinsel or something like that in purple or like a dark blue or even a black. I've got it in lots of different colors. You can do them in reds. You can do them in coppers. You could do them in chartreuse. You could do them in, like rainbow flash. Oh, here we go. We got light purple. You could do pink. So you can really get fun with it. Oh, and the black. And the black's kind of neat. Black hollow tinsel's kind of neat too. So you got a lot of different options. I like purple because it catches sunlight really nicely. Has a nice flash, and fish seem to like purple, and cutthroat especially. So we're gonna use the purple, and just whoop. You're gonna tie this in like so. Work the thread to the back. Bring your thread back forward. Then you're gonna need some blue ultra wire, and I'm using it in brassy. But again, you can also use dark colors. You could put purple or like a dark black if you wanted to. I'm using the blue. If I can make it so it doesn't look like a slinky here. That's never good. Anyway, Alright, just need a little piece. Ultra wire got slinky. And we'll tie this in. There we go. And then we're just going to build up our thread base, our thread body a little bit here. And the reason why we want to do this is because we want that tinsel to wrap nice and flat with little overlapping wraps so that it doesn't shift and move on us. Alright, that should work. And we're going to take our tinsel first. We're going to wrap it forward. Whoop. Making sure to just overlap the wrap so you build up a nice flashy, shiny body. Start over. Gotta hold on to my stuff here. Ooh, watch the hook there, Nate. Oh, trying to hold it tight. The trick is to go slow, and I'm trying to go fast. Pull my finger up here, and I can hold it in place. Nice, easy, overlapping wraps. Take your time. We're not in a hurry. It's not a race. Pull my thread back. Hold it taut. All right. There we go. So, then, cut that off. Tighten that up a little bit. And then you're going to take your wire, and you're just going to do between 4 and 6 wraps forward, depending on the size of the fly. With a 14, I typically can get like 5 to 6. So there's 3, 4, 5. All right. Give us a nice segmented look down that body. And I know it's kind of hard to see in the video, but I will show you it at the end too. But you're getting a nice segmented look on your body here. All right. Then what you want to do is make sure that's all cinched down. Get your bead situated. All right. And then you're going to take a little bit of dubbing, and I'm using the last little bit of Senyo's Fusion dubbing in Electric Grape. But you can use black, blue, purple. I mean, I got some really neat dubbing colors you can mix with this. Like, that's a really good one for this fly. Senyo's Fusion dub and Smurf is also a really good one for this fly because it's got like blue and purple. I don't know why I'm not using that one. Or like Ice Dub and Dark Olive also looks really good on this fly. So you got lots of options you can play with the darker dubbing colors. I'm gonna put a little bit of loop on here. We just need a little noodle of dubbing here. We're just gonna build up the base, and then we're gonna put our wings on. So we're gonna just kind of build up a little bit of a base so that our wings have something to kind of hold onto. And we tie them in there. You're gonna take your black goose biots, and you're gonna cut off 2 of them. Alright. And then what you want to do is you want to line these up so that where they cross, that's where the thread is going to go over top of them and hold them down. So you want it to kind of be, you want them to be about as long as the body of the fly, not extend to the tail, just to about the back of the fly there. So the thread is going to cross right there to hold these in place. So we're going to put them right there. Boom, that's about right to the end of the fly. I'm going to put my other thumb here on my offhand, and I'm going to hold them in place. Take my thread. 1, 2 nice easy thread drops. Nothing too fancy, nothing too tight. Pull your hands off. Make sure that they're situated. And then when you put this third one in, you want to just kind of give it a good little cinch. Make sure everything's good. Like mine's shifted on me, so I'm going to move them. There we go. See? And then they're on there right. There we go. And then you just kind of get them a good couple of more wraps just to make sure everything's in there good. Clip off the tags. Then you're just going to take another little pinch of dub. Excuse me. And you're going to noodle it on there. And you're just going to build the collar of your fly here. Grab your whip finish tool. Tie it off. There we go. Bop. Then cut that. Any of the extra little hairs. That's Senyo's Fusion dubs. Super buggy. Then take your head cement, or if you want to hit it with your UV stuff at this point, this is where you would do that. I'm going to hit some ink, okay? Just throw that in there, and you're done. And there you go. My wings, or my tails aren't split, so let me pull those apart there. Just hold up here. There we go. Get out of there. There. Alright, that'll do. There we go, see? Woo. So I've got a couple of them going here because we lost a few the other day. And it's been a good fly because we've been having the fish consistently hit it. So, you know, what you're looking at here is just a nice, slim, dark profile with that bead, right? And to the fish, you know, this just kind of, it'll grab the light if it's and kind of flash a little bit, and it has the right shape, and it has that little bit darker silhouette with those black wings, and that's why it's called the Batman. You know, and I cannot remember for the life of me. I looked on the internet yesterday, and I could not for the life of me find who tied it. So if anyone knows who originally came up with the Batman prints, leave it in the comments. So because I couldn't find who it was. I found like a couple of the manufacturers, but I couldn't find the actual original tire. But I did not come up with it. It's been around for a while. I remember using it back when I first started out. So, but I've been using it for years now because it's just a nice little dark pattern. But yeah, purple or blues and some dark wings. That's what gives it the Batman name. Is it's got that cape instead of the white wings, which is on the traditional. So there you go. You know, you can tie half a dozen of these, and you're set for some mayfly nymphing when they start eating them. So there you go. There's the Batman Prince Nymph. I'm gonna tie up half a dozen more and call it good. All right. So there you go. If you have any questions, comments, or you know who tied it, leave them there. And don't forget to subscribe. All right. Till next time.